The Bulls and Heat will look to keep their season from ending. And for the Miami Heat, it's always interesting to see. Meanwhile, met in the play-in. The Heat have been to the playoffs on their way to the NBA Finals, but both teams drastically different from just 2 years ago. Wiggins drives, knocked out. You don't want to be a part of a play-in rivalry. No. Wiggins, of course, coming over in the Jimmy Butler trade. He's dealt with some injuries since the trade, but when he's been healthy, he's played well. Speaking of playing well, that man right there.
That we can look forward to for the evening, I think. Tyler should be very aggressive if that's the matchup.
Chicago won 2 more games in the regular season than Miami, including all 3 games against them. Only played each other 3 times during the regular season. Hero with the deflection, trying to save it.
Playmaking.
Herter fires away. Another new member of the Chicago Bulls. And here comes Wiggins the other way. A contrast of styles. The second quickest team in terms of pace is Burks. Floats that one in. Alec Burks. Second fastest pace is Chicago, although Miami Doors is not playing as slow as they used to earlier this year.
And Eric Spoelstra made it very clear he's not trying to play prevent offense against Chicago to keep them out of transition. They want to get their own.
He's getting some of your players in foul trouble.
The foul was on Ware. White knocking down the free throw. Hero off the bounce, goes right at the rookie, gets inside and gets another layup.
2 touches, 2 downhill drives right to the rim from Tyler Hero.
Hero perhaps having his best season. Hero an all-star this year. Giddey turns, floats it up. That won't go. Gets his own rebound. Back up and in. That's what he's been doing the second half of the season.
Yeah, he's been rebounding. He's been assisting. He's been creating. But to your point, though, Doris, what I like about Tyler Hero, those 2 drives, those things open up your 3-point shot as Bam Adebayo with the finish off the dime from Tyler.
Well, you always look in games like this to your stars. Adebayo, who has been such a leader for this team. Hero, Giddey gets inside, flips it up. That shot won't go. He just clapped at one of the officials. Got to be careful there. Not happy with the non-call.
He's telling him heck of a job.
Wiggins goes up top to Hero. Hero very aggressive. Boy, talk about an open lane.
Miami Heat off to a start. All 10 points in the paint. But watch this. You get a double team, and now you got Vucevic closing out on Tyler Hero. But that might be the easiest 2 so far.
And that might be the exact reason why Billy Donovan called the timeout. Bulls during the year, as Giddey launches up a 3, that won't go. Rebound goes to Wiggins. During the year, they were the 19th rated defense in the NBA, 20th in offense. Wiggins pulls up from the elbow, and Vucevic grabs it. Bulls 18 and 23 at home this season. They actually had a better road record than home during the regular season. Herter poked away by Alec Burks. The Heat with a 9th rated defense in the NBA. Wiggins wide open 3-pointer. Got it to go in a quick 8-point lead.
And this is exactly what Spoelstra was talking about. Like, be opportunistic in transition or semi-transition. They're clearly trying to get Wiggins going offensively. They tried him on the post that you just touched on with the double. Then he had the ball at the top of the key trying to make a play individually. Like, they need his scoring tonight.
Vucevic 5 on the 24. Kobe White steps into a 3. A little Ware of the rebound. Burks, the veteran, now in the starting lineup. Eric Spoelstra's made changes for various reasons to his starting lineup during the season. Hero, scoop layup again. Nobody getting into the paint so easily.
Yeah, they're not controlling the basketball at all when he's got it.
Kobe White's got it from long distance.
And that's what they want, that pace. That's what you were talking about, Mike. But to your point, sometimes if you have a transition team, they don't like it when you run on them. So you can also attack a transition team like Spoelstra's trying to do.
Nice backdoor, and Wiggins goes up and under. Beautiful pass from Bam Adebayo, one of the better passing big men in the league. Giddey goes hard, and Burks draws the foul. He was one of the best players in the league since the All-Star break.
Yeah, statistically and performance-wise, team goes 15-5 in their last 20, and he's averaging almost a 20-point triple-double. So his numbers have generated wins. That's the ultimate compliment that you can give to a player.
Trying to fight and navigate some screens. Wiggins up top. Ware right back to Wiggins. Excellent give and go once again for the Heat.
We saw this when he played with Golden State. The ability to be an opportunistic cutter. Wiggins doing exactly that.
Miami Heat 9 for 11 from the field. Giddey calling for a screen. Now pulls in using his height. Short shot is short. And Burks tracks it down. Hero. Nearly stolen. White had it. Lost it. Picked up by Wiggins. And
Say something else.
It's a PG show.
Yeah, it's PG show.
Wiggins guarded by Giddey. Wiggins spins, kicks it back out. Adebayo tries the three-pointer. Rebound, Giddey goes high. And Highsmith comes in for him. Giddey looking for Vucevic. Highsmith guarding him down low. Patrick Williams slides, hangs on, jumper, shot won't go. And Burks the rebound. Burchak hitting the head. Hero again, aggressive drives. Hurt. Giddey not only with great size as the ball's
When you give him touches in there.
dangerous pass. Vucevic, the spin and the finish. Another double-double season for Nick Vucevic. Burks on the drive. Falls down, gets it out. Highsmith. Hero guarded by Terry. Dalen Terry just checked in. Shot clock winding down. A heave from way outside. Tyler Hero, 11 points already.
That's what good players do. Great players. You play great defense and they can just make a difficult shot. But right now, the Bulls are having trouble just even finding that post.
Highsmith knocks down the three. And Alec Burks, by the way, defensively has done an excellent job. He's had one steal and a couple of deflections.
There's one team in attack mode and one team on their heels. Right now, it's the Miami Heat setting the tone of this one.
Vucevic one-on-one with Adebayo. Can't get that to fall. Adebayo runs down the rebound. Good ball handling from Adebayo, trying to go coast to coast.
Gets that separation.
Wiggins floats that one up, can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound. Williams. Giddey looking to push again. Giddey drives past Highsmith. Quick burst and an easy bucket for Chicago.
That's him at his best. Going downhill. He's been tremendous finishing at the rim, and he's got such good size.
Davion Mitchell in the game finds Wiggins. Wiggins finds three-point range. His second three-pointer. He's got 10 points in the first. And a 14-point Heat lead. Terry on the drive. Somehow squeezed that one in off the glass. There wasn't a lot of room there. Burks steps into a three. Giddey tips it nicely to Vucevic.
And the Bulls went in the zone there to try and just switch up the defense because they were given everything that they could. And what a pass.
Spoelstra talking about Bam Adebayo. His leadership during this entire season, he thought was just off the charts.
No, and that's what you need. But Bam has been there. He's had the Udonis Haslem, the Kevin Love. He's had the veterans. And so now it's his turn to be that guy and step up and lead.
Duncan Robinson. This is his first shot. Adebayo, the offensive rebound. Kyle Anderson out there as well. Also obtained in the trade. Kobe White got a hand on it.
You try zone too. It's early, but you try zone also.
Adebayo tries a three-pointer. That's good. Bam Adebayo. During the regular season, 36% from three-point range. Good ball denial from Wiggins. Big height advantage for Vucevic, but Wiggins is a very good and strong defender. Trying to battle. Kobe White hoists up the three. That won't go. Duncan Robinson the rebound. Now White trying to defend Adebayo down low. And that's what you call a mismatch, but won by Chicago.
Yeah, but that's on Vooch. I mean, to be honest with you, Mike, he's pointing at Kobe White saying, take him. I mean, that's a complete mismatch. Vooch has got to be better than that. Sprint, dig him out, and switch the matchup.
Vucevic kicks it out. Bad pass.
And tell Steph to guard Bam. He would get him there and sprint Steph out.
That's correct.
Zach Collins has come on. Got him during the season from San Antonio. Robinson drives inside, Adebayo. Mitchell gets a running start. Back to Adebayo, the foul line push shot won't go. Patrick Williams grabs it. The Heat have cooled off now, just 59% after that incredible start. Terry shot blocked by Anderson. Terry tried to career. His teams usually function better when he's on the floor. Wiggins inside, Adebayo the fake.
Seed, and I've beaten a 2 seed. So to see a 7 seed win 50 games and then to have to battle for your life, the team could get hot. And then if you want to invest in the regular season, taking away those 2 spots. But I think it's turned out better than we could ever imagine.
Giddey, three-pointer's good. Giddey's been dealing with a forearm injury. Didn't play a bunch of games down the stretch. Shooting has been quite the turnaround, a big part of his success. Buzelis, the rookie for the Bulls out there. Hero, step back three-pointer's good. Tyler Hero is 6 for 6 from the field. He's got 14.
Tight footwork to get into their shot is so impressive.
Good ball denial from Mitchell. Davion Mitchell, a really good defensive player. Anderson knocked it off. Getting
On balance while you do it. That's where the strength comes in.
Mitchell keeps his dribble alive, still searching. Hero off the bounce, gets inside. Foul.
And Tyler, you had 16 of your team's 39. It was apparent you guys wanted to come out attacking. How do you feel your aggressiveness paid off in that first?
Yeah, we just got to continue to get stops, get out in transition, and then on our made baskets and our missed baskets, make sure we're getting back in transition, not to allow shots on offense and continue to get back on defense. Like I said, we got to get back in transition and allow no easy buckets.
Thanks for your time, Tyler. Good luck.
All right, Cass, Hero. They haven't been running, but they've been pushing their type of pace, and Hero he hasn't missed yet. He's 7 for 7 from the field.
End of the first, they doubled him to get the ball out of his hands. That was the first time we've seen it. Does that increase here?
Buzelis,
But that's as close as it comes.
Mitchell up top. Robinson, Anderson. Ware steps back, and the rookie off the mark. Kobe White looking to push and see how the Heat just sprint back. Mitchell, good defense on White, but better offense. Another tough shot from Kobe White. Average almost 20.5 points per game, a career high for him this season. Duncan Robinson finds some room.
Guys, how many times are we going to see the dribble drive and then a paint touch for the Miami Heat? You're going to generate all kinds of great shots if you continue to beat them that consistently.
Heat still shooting well, 61%. Giddey fakes the handoff. Good defense from Anderson. Buzelis, little Euro step, or steps as Hero grabs the rebound. Hero whips a pass. What a look from Tyler Hero. 18 points and 3 assists already, and a 15-point lead for the Heat.
The reason why this is shocking is we've talked about in the last 20 games the way they've played. They've been a top 10 defense. And right now, they are not putting forth a lot of pressure. It looks like they're more concerned with their offense than anything else.
Another deflection, this time from Kyle Anderson. Lobs it into Ware. He's got the height advantage on Giddey and throws it down. And a time of matchups. And it all starts on Saturday, but still some play-in action tonight. And then Friday night as well. Vucevic back in. Kobe White back up top. Vucevic, a good three-point shooter. This is that Hero, the rebound. Vucevic shot a career high from 3 this season of 40%. Davion Mitchell back out to Anderson. Robinson tries a 3. Vucevic the save. And Josh. Terry back up top. Buzelis launches his three-pointer. Can't get that one. Ware high for the rebound.
Boy, a Chicago team that has taken a lot and making a lot of threes all year cannot find it tonight.
Ball deflected and stolen. White steps back. Tried to draw a foul, instead throws up a bad shot, but Terry with the save, back to White.
So far, it hasn't been there. They've even tried to go zone to try and match some sort of intensity and switch it up.
Jalen Horton-Tucker's come on for Chicago. Duncan Robinson gets a good look. And another three-pointer. They're 7 of 12 from three-point range. And it's a 20-point lead. Crowd has gotten quiet, understandably. The Heat so impressive to start. Vucevic with an answer.
I think it would find its level. I mean, they're third in three-point makes, third in attempts, and 13th in percentage. Like, they're a better shooting team than they've shown.
Robinson off the bounce. Shot clock at 7. Vucevic closes. Robinson a contested three. That's good. What a tough shot from Duncan Robinson with a 7-footer right in his face. Josh Giddey, the spin, shot blocked. I think it was Robinson that actually got the piece of it. Bulls pick it up. Shot clock down to 7. Buzelis up top. Horton-Tucker goes right at Mitchell. Well defended. Dalen Terry tries a three. Can't get it to fall. Ware high for the rebound. A rookie with 5 boards already. Khalil Ware, the spin move. Vucevic knocks it out of his hand.
Good of a defense that you can play against Duncan in that corner.
He came out strong. They've led the entire first half. Kobe White struggles with his dribble. By rules and the way they do things. And they recently had a game. Garba, though, has been one of the elite officials for years, every year in the NBA Finals. Mitchell, Adebayo, foul line jumper, well short. Buzelis the rebound. Buzelis such an interesting player for the Chicago Bulls, just 20 years old. Kobe White gets inside, good hard drive. Vucevic's tip won't go. Adebayo knocks it away. There's Wiggins going coast to coast, layup won't go. Adebayo with a rebound, left-handed puts it up and in.
Okay, Richard. Like, they're getting absolutely abused in the paint. Where does it come from? If you're a Chicago Bull player, like, where does the defensive grit come from right now?
Well, I think it's collection. It's a collection of guys. As you see the foul, would be an individual that says it this much, but they've got 55 points with 6 minutes to go, and they're down by 22.
Williams poked away, gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Anderson all over Herter. Herter creates some space, launches in and out. I think a part of it for Chicago, their offense, which is what has started all this terrific end of the regular season, they just can't get it going. It's the highest scoring Bulls team in franchise history, and they only have 33 points right now. Buzelis counted.
That he's not short on confidence. He also said that. I don't lack confidence, but that doesn't mean he has not been open to growing this season. In fact, Billy Donovan took a hard-nosed approach with his rookie, putting a plan in place from the beginning of the season to really ease him in minutes-wise, which Matis told me was really tough at first, but as the season went on, he gained a lot of trust with the coaching staff and his teammates, and said that he started asking Billy to continue to be hard on him and push him and giving credit for his growth as a professional, and Billy giving Matis credit as well for earning his starting role, guys.
Here, Cassidy, nice pass that time from Buzelis, who was born and raised in the Chicago area. His parents were from Lithuania, played professional basketball, and then came to Chicago. The 11th pick in the draft, and he thinks he should have gone higher. Highsmith against the rookie, flips it up and in. Nice move from Haywood Highsmith. The Bulls have 37 points, and there's just 4.5 remaining. As White flips it too hard off the glass. Heat again when they've had chances, looking to push the pace. Adebayo flips that one up. Just 3 of 9 from the field. He has 6 rebounds, a couple of assists. Williams up top, Vucevic looking. Kobe White off the bounce. Boy, good defense here from the Heat. They force another turnover. Highsmith gets the advance pass. That's 10 turnovers for the Chicago Bulls as we're under 4 to play in the second. Robinson a contested 3.
I still think if Duncan Robinson gets a shot off, you haven't done your job. It's not a matter of whether or not he misses. You want to limit his attempts. You got to close him out even closer.
Patrick Williams too strong. The Bulls now 4 of 15 from 3. Crowd getting a little antsy.
He shoots the free throw line. Nobody knows who is guarding who. Now watch Buzelis. He is looking for who he's guarding. He's like, am I guarding this guy? Oh, no, that's Vooch. Am I guarding him? No, that's somebody else. And then it leads to a wide open three. That is so preventable.
You know, guys pointing, hey, you've got him. No communication whatsoever.
Hence a 23-point lead for Miami. Wiggins back in. Wiggins sidestep, left-handed shot, rolls around and drops in. And Wiggins with 12 points here in the first half.
And all these made buckets mean Chicago can't get out in transition, where they have been so prolific and dangerous in turning their season around. Starting in around March 6th, they really started to find their strides.
Kevin Huerter, bank shot is good.
But even that bucket, Mike, Chicago wants to play with pace and flow. They're having to create shots individually off the bounce every trip. Miami has played their game plan perfectly.
Wiggins steps back. His three-pointer can't go. Giddey with a rebound. Giddey 13 points to lead the Bulls in scoring. Only player in double figures. And only 39 points total. Huerter calling for a screen. Vucevic lobs it in. Wiggins pokes it away. That's 11 turnovers now for Chicago. Up and under. Shot won't go. Adebayo had it. Lost it. Hero right there. 7% from the field.
Yeah, and I wonder, Mike, he comes into the league with an NBA-ready body immediately. And there's skill there, but there's a passiveness to Patrick on a nightly basis that can be frustrating.
And you see signs of great potential. Just does not get there consistently. Huerter, that's his second straight field goal. 4 points for Huerter. But the Bulls have put themselves in an enormous hole as we're under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. It's one of the best first halves of the season for Miami. Beautiful pass. Wiggins lobs it into.
Experienced team in the Heat tonight, and I spoke to Bam and Tyler about how they bonded this season amid the messy Jimmy Butler departure, and Tyler told me they've continued to talk about needing to be the closest they've ever been to continue to lead this group. He said, no matter what's going on, me and Bam.
Well, it's their team now, Cassidy, with Jimmy Butler gone, and Hero picks up that foul. That's victories in a row.
Mike, I had this. He's so good.
You saw Riley and Alonzo Mourning there as Adebayo has it. You know, not that other coaches don't. As the Bulls knock it loose, Hero gets it back. Still time on the shot clock. Hero sets up three-pointer. That won't go, and that's his first miss. He was 8 for 8 from the field in the first half. Long way to go. Bulls have had a lot of comebacks this season as Kobe White had a good look and it wouldn't fall. He's now 4 of 12 from the field. White, too, has been scoring and scoring efficiently. Not the case tonight. Kel'el Ware, the rookie, using his height, banks it too hard off the glass. Here comes Buzelis. Buzelis the crossover, back up top. Vucevic gets a clean look. And the shot's not falling. Buzelis.
That big doesn't help, and you're able to finish. So it's playing the game within the game.
White, a 20-point scorer during the regular season, finds Huerter. Huerter knocks that one down. Very important, just a little bit at a time. Cut it to 18. Of course, Huerter had a lot of big playoff games when he was playing with the Atlanta Hawks. Wiggins goes right up Buzelis. Vucevic may have got a piece of it. Ware gets it back. He had a shot blocked. Here comes Giddey. Giddey drives, can't finish. Burks the rebound. The old pro Alec Burks in his first year in Miami. Wiggins catches, fires. Vucevic tips it right to Huerter. You can see a different bounce to the Bulls step, at least the first couple of minutes here. Huerter at 3.
They just got to keep getting stops. Don't let this missed shot opportunity there affect your defense. Keep grinding.
Bam Adebayo. Crowd a little back into it again. There was a smattering fourth quarter.
Mike, right? They were coming from behind the line of the fourth quarter.
Well, there's a reason they're 39 and 43, but they finished so strong with the 15 and 5. Wiggins just takes it out of the hand of Kobe White. Here's Tyler Hero, the pass to Adebayo. Those two connecting once again. 22 assists now for Miami, lead back up to 20.
Turnovers, so piling up. They hurt him in the first half, hurt him there again.
12 to only 5 for Miami, 12 for the Bulls. Giddey with 6 to shoot. Giddey sneaks inside, beautiful shot off with his offhand. Little English off the glass. Herder guarding Hero. Wiggins steps back, knocks down the three. Some contact after the release. Wiggins having excellent game, 15 points, 3 of 5 from 3. Vucevic against the rookie Ware. Adebayo lurking. Giddey tries that three-pointer, can't get it. Vucevic the rebound. Buzelis hesitated. And season. Buzelis gets inside. Good
And bouncy 6'10".
And he's skinny and still bullying. I like to see the skinny guys that can still bully. That means that when they get a little bit more strength, it's a problem.
That skinny guy now with 7 points. Adebayo back up top. Hero fakes. Hero drives. Alec Burks. Three-pointer won't go. Vucevic grabs another rebound. His 10th. Double-double for Vucevic. The Bulls still down 19. Kevin Herter. Buzelis tries again, gets inside, lays it up. Meanwhile, the Heat shot 59% from the field in the first half, and they're just 2 of 8 here to start the third. Wiggins throws it up. Coaching for a long time, national championships at Florida. So much success at Oklahoma City, trying to help turn it around here in Chicago. Wiggins sneaks in, can't get it. Gets it back, however, and brings it back out. Hero the floater. 25 points in 22 minutes for Tyler Hero.
Yeah, but a different level of compete, at least contesting the Miami Heat in the paint, where they were run over Chicago in the first half.
Herter misses. Ware the rebound.
And I still stand by the way that Tyler's playing. He's 9 for 10, 8 for 8, but he's not trying to go get a career high. He's trying to pick his spots, and he's doing the right things at the right time. That's the growth and maturity of Tyler Hero.
Giddey.
Joey.
There we go. Look at DB. Look at DB. I just found that out like a week ago.
That's the most excited you've been all night.
I never knew. I'm surprised that DB had it locked in.
Well done, Doris. Giddey trying to chase Hero. Hero gets into the paint, pulls up. Boy, he's in control. That one didn't go down, but he's in such control of his game. 18-point lead. Largest is 25. We're midway through the third. Giddey. Fancy pass to Vucevic. Nearly lost it back to Buzelis. The rookie at 3.
But that's how you guard. There was a fire to put out, and Bam Adebayo came over to help put the fire out.
Wiggins creates some space. Can't get that to fall.
They shot the lights out from 3 in that first half, 10 for 18. But more of a struggle for Miami, and all of a sudden Chicago started.
His third three-pointer. He now has 14. It's 15. They heat him up.
Just changed an entire institution. He was so humble about his induction, talking about everybody who was responsible but himself, which is very typical Billy.
Just for those who don't know, you were there at Providence playing
Correct.
Point guard. For
he was the second best point guard.
There's my DB. There's my DB.
Kobe White finds some room, launches, can't get it to go. Alec Burks the rebound. Davion Mitchell back in the game, had a strong first half. This makes an impact on both ends. Adebayo Can't get that to fall. Dalen Terry. Patrick Williams out there as well. Kobe White drives, blocked by Highsmith.
Fourth quarter points. They are a team that likes to give away the ball to Bam Adebayo for an easy dunk as I'm complimenting them.
The turnovers have been killers for the Bulls. That's now 13 that have led to 19 Miami points. Lead back up to 19. Vucevic and Wiggins.
Just first class. I've sat next to him. I've worked.
You saw Riley there. That was, of course, the first big move that Mickey Harrison did. Brought him to Miami. One of the greatest coaches in all of sports. Mitchell. 8 out of 24 season opening. Euro step deflected by Vucevic. Ball knocked loose. That's a tough call, though. Lelis now, that's his first foul. He sits down. Adebayo to Burks. Alec Burks.
But you got a couple months to let it heal if it doesn't work out.
Vucevic drives inside. Boy, a lot of contact there from Adebayo. Mitchell, the crossover. Powers in, ball knocked away, goes to Wiggins, stripped down low. Herter. Burks in and out. There's no question the Bulls are playing with a different intensity here in this third quarter. And you wonder where that was in the first half. Vucevic catches it down low. Inside shot blocked by Burke.
Bulls are getting by, but they are doing a great job challenging from behind.
Under 3 to play here in the third. Bulls desperately trying to get back into this. Adebayo, foul line jumper, won't go. Giddey bumped by Mitchell. He doesn't like the call.
Right there.
You know, Doris, live it looked like that.
Show you though, the angle if you're an official.
And that's why often you see official who's not closest to the play can make the call and have that better angle. 15-point game, 2.5 to play here in the third. Wiggins can't connect. Adebayo the rebound.
The way Chicago plays in the fourth quarter.
Adebayo was wincing after that, stays in the game. Herter was called for the foul. Hero on the drive. Outside pass deflected. Herter got a piece of it, goes right to Giddey. Ahead to White. White, three-pointer. In and out. That could have cut it to 12.
I'll tell you this. They've given themselves a chance because they're competing and making shots tougher on this Miami team. Because before that, I think they were 5 for 20, now 6 for 21. But they haven't been able to put the ball in the basket. Neither team's setting the world on fire.
Meanwhile, Heroes, though, he's been putting the ball in the basket all night. 10 of 13 from the field, 27 points.
Out, you get open threes and make your free throws.
Missed Dallas-Sacramento game. No, the winner. Talking about. Oh my goodness.
It's okay, Mike. Take your time. Let's see. We got you. We got you.
Davion Mitchell. Hero drives, met by Vucevic. But he went up here in the bubble when the Heat went to the finals. Remember in the Eastern Conference Finals, came off the bench at 37 points. You knew then that this kid had something special, ability to score in this league. Meanwhile, another turnover forced, and he throws it down. A 31-point game for Hero. We still have over a quarter to play. And lead back up to 20. Pass inside, Horton Tucker. Good ball movement, but great defensive rotation. White drives, flips it up, shot blocked, but a foul.
Just wanted to end here. We came out with the right mindset in that third. I thought we attacked it, put them on the back foot early. So, you know, we got the lead down a little bit, but it's going to be a big 12 minutes coming up here with this little room for error.
And you guys have shown that you've been able to dominate the Heat in the fourth. So how do you continue that trend going forward?
We got to keep running. We got to wear them down. We got to get over the top of them here. And they're a talented team. They got to keep throwing punches, but we got to be able to take them and give them right back now. So big 12 minutes. As I said, a little room for error right here, and we got to execute both sides of the ball.
Thanks for your time, Josh. Mike?
All right, Cass. Khalil Ware with a terrific play. Excellent second effort. And it's back up to 16. Giddey knocks down a 3.
Matchups these teams played this year. Chicago outscored Miami by 34 points in the fourth quarter. And the fourth has been at issue for this Heat team all year long.
Tyler Hero on the drive, gets it inside, the pass. Most wins when trailing through 3 quarters. And they get another comeback to keep their season alive. Jalen Smith has come out for Chicago for the first time. Hero to Mitchell. Ware, Anderson, and Highsmith. Mitchell gets inside, finds Anderson. Oh, he got away with a travel. Mitchell, 3-pointer, that's good. Boy, Mitchell playing well. 11 points, 7 assists. He's 4 for 4 from the field.
But I like what Giddey said in Cassidy's interview. As Talen Horton-Tucker knocks down another jumper, he said they got to keep running him. They got to keep pushing it. Chicago was 3rd in fast break points, and Miami was 21st. But right now, Miami's outscoring Chicago in the fast break area.
Mitchell almost threw it away. Hero drives on Kobe White, lost the ball. He thought he was fouled. Here comes Giddey to Kobe White, puts it up. Fight for the rebound, Anderson.
And with Davion handling the ball, it allows Hero to work a little bit away from it.
Just over 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Anderson to Hero, fakes, dribble, 3-pointer. It's good. No.
It's going to be out there. How many fouls on Hero?
4.
4, yeah.
Kobe White to Smith. Thought about a 3. Here's Giddey. Josh Giddey drives inside. The runner won't go. Ware altered that shot.
And look, when Tyler Hero has 4 fouls, why not bring him up in the pick and roll? Make him guard. Attack him. Make him make a decision how intense of a defensive possession he wants to play.
Davion Mitchell off the bounce. Shot clock down to 8. Keeps his dribble alive. Tiptoes along the baseline. Wiggins with 4 to shoot. Wiggins gets into the paint. Back up top to Hero. Hero lets it fly at 3. Hits the rim, long rebound. Khalil Ware tracks it down. Big rebound for the rookie. Hero gets inside. Giddey plays him well, and a foul.
You got to keep
16 from the field. It's gone, and the run the Bulls have gone on. You'd think the game is closer. He's still up by 15. Smith thought about it. Tied up. Smith getting his first minutes here in the 4th quarter. Vucevic set to come back in. Shot clock winding down. Mitchell all over Kobe White. Shot blocked by Mitchell.
Caught the matchup that he wanted.
Wiggins. Back up top, Mitchell. 7 on the 24. Mitchell fakes, drives, gets inside. The runner's up. Shot is good. Davion Mitchell now 13 points. And a lead back up to 17. He has not missed a shot. 5 for 5. And the crowd has gone quiet again. Vucevic. Nice jump hook over Ware.
People forget some of his Orlando days. He was a multi-time All-Star in Orlando. Double-double machine there. The man is very, very capable on that low block.
Hero gets the runner, the floater. Got it. 35 for Tyler Hero. Giddey back up top. Horton-Tucker, high arcing 3-pointer comes up short. And the crowd, but they've regained control. Hero the drive, the pull-up, shot. Oh, it looked like it a little bit there. You don't think so? Oh, right now. A 36-point gem for Tyler Hero. This is the largest lead of the 4th quarter. Bulls several times cut it to 13. Well, that's the closest they've been here in the second half. It's been double figures since midway through the 1st. Shot clock at 4. Good defense from Anderson. Kobe White launches, and that one way off. Herter battles for the rebound. Giddey's going to try a 3-pointer. Can't connect on that one. Wiggins with 7 to shoot. Adebayo is going to try a 3-pointer. Short. Luzelis grabs it.
Why is a possession going by with Hero not touching it on a night like tonight when he's had so much to his game?
Here's Bruzelis, drives on Wiggins. Well defended by Wiggins, knocks it loose, comes up with a block. Well, Wiggins showed his defensive worth certainly when he was with Golden State. He fits in rather well with their defensive mindset, Miami.
Chicago's got to be careful to not try and do too much by themselves right now.
Anderson not expecting it, but it caroms right to Hero. 4 on the shot clock. Hero on the drive, goes inside, banks it home. 38. Heat getting very close to having a game Friday night in Atlanta. A 20-point lead with 5.5 to play. Horton Tucker. Giddy little floater. That won't go. Fight for the rebound. Hero with the save. Hits the back of the... Kobe White gets it. Bruzelis to Vucevic. Some of the fans have started heading for the exits with still 5 minutes remaining. Vucevic turnaround shot won't go. And Wiggins tracks it down. Of course, the Heat had to pack for a long trip because they win this one, they go right to Atlanta. If they win Atlanta, they go right to Cleveland. And they'd be on the road to go Bulls to get into the playoffs and wind up going all the way to the NBA final. Hold on to this one win in Atlanta, which will not be easy. There's some free food for the fans. We're getting something to cheer about here in the fourth. There's Vucevic, can't hit that.
They're getting more and more. You're down by 20 with 5 to go. There's a slim chance. One thing you can't do is start playing just one-on-one, catch and shoot the ball quickly. You still have to try and generate some good offense, and quickly.
Wiggins nails the 3. Yeah, Wiggins a strong game. 18 points, 9 rebounds, some sensational defense, and the lead backed up to 23. Horton Tucker, well, it has been, to say the least, a tumultuous season for the Miami Heat. The Jimmy Butler drama, then the suspension, then the trade, then the 10-game losing streak. But this team, you got to give them so much credit, just kept fighting and fighting, as Hero unable to connect that time. And now they're 1 victory away from being part of that playoff party that Eric Spoelstra keeps talking about. Kobe White, Bruzelis fires away. Vucevic, nice tip in.
If it does end tonight for Chicago, you got some big decisions where Josh Giddey is concerned.
Pay that man his money.
Restricted free agent. It'd be shocking if they didn't. Adebayo just dribbling it now. Their comfortable lead. This is a terrific win for the Miami Heat on the road. As Adebayo can't connect. Again, 3rd straight season the Bulls have lost in the play-in to the Miami Heat.
But I think Chicago has a real adjustment that they have to figure out. They moved on from Zach, from DeMar DeRozan. They're trending younger. But they got to get themselves back into those positions, either getting a top 10 pick, a top 5 pick. That's the way you rebuild. It's hard to do it via just tons of free agents and trying to figure it out that way. It's harder to build out your team.
You can easily get stuck in mediocrity in the NBA for a long time.
Are you using the T word right there?
No. I'm just saying it's like maybe play all of the young players, which leads to the T word.
Okay.
And a foul call on White. Our NBA coverage. We're going to miss her like crazy.
An unbelievable friend. And you know what? You become a star, Cass, when you go and make a little more and work a little less and do some good things in the industry. And you are a star among stars, Cass. We're going to miss you. I will miss you.
Well, I know her as Mama Cass. I know her as Mama Cass.
Who's going to take care of you, RJ? I have no idea.
But since I came into this industry, she has guided me. She's given me so much advice. She has supported me.
You guys.
When the games, when I wasn't doing them, she was calling me and saying, hey, you had a great open, or good job. Just an ultimate teammate. And I would not be sitting here next to you two without the work that Cass has invested in me, supported in me. And I appreciate her so much. And I think she's going to do outstanding where where she's at next.
You guys, I still have a post-game interview. You can't make me cry right now. We got to keep the makeup intact. I love you guys. ESPN has allowed me to grow and has nurtured, my career in so many beautiful ways, and I cannot express how grateful I am. All the way back to 2010 and NBA Tonight to being with the A-team here tonight. So enough about me. Let's get back to the game. Thank you.
And it's setting up an interesting game. But as you said at the top, Rich, you don't want to play in tournament 3 straight years. Horton Tucker getting inside, and a lot of the fans have headed for the exits.
I'm actually excited about the Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks. In this game, Tyler Hero was the best player. He was the best player all season. They had the best player in the game. When you get to Atlanta, you got Trae Young there. And we know that young man is clutch, and he loves those moments.
19 from the field, got to the free throw line 10 times. As Horton Tucker lays it up and in. And you consider after the Jimmy Butler trade, they went 12 and 21, again with that 10-game losing streak, but kept fighting. Now, clearly, if they beat Atlanta, Cleveland would be a heavy favorite, but you can't underestimate the years. This was a hard year for them. The regular season, their worst record in 10 years. Obviously.
On ESPN saying, you think that guy's only invested high-level games? It doesn't matter what the circumstance is. Erik Spoelstra is always all in.
And their defense was sensational. Erik Spoelstra's team held the Bulls to a season low